What's up, everybody? It's your boy Galaxy Greg, and welcome to another episode of the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg, and with me today is Diva XOXO.
What it do, little dummies?
And our guest, KS Garner from the Solo Nerd Bird Podcast.
Hello.
So we actually met her. We did an interview with her, and we talked about it a few episodes ago, in which she was interviewing us about her Kickstarter 21 Blackjack. Sadly, we didn't meet our goal, but sadly we didn't meet our goal. However, I will be putting up a new Kickstarter for that for anyone who else willing to donate that money anyway, because we had about $1,500 donated, which would honestly cover about one of the payments towards completing it. But besides that point, let's keep moving forward. So that'll be coming soon. So let's talk about our weeks. You know how we do it here. We like to go through how everybody's week was. So let's start with our guests.
My week, it's been pretty slow. Just trying to keep up with watching the anime that I'm doing now, which is season 2 of Sailor Moon and Samurai Champloo. I'm more familiar with Sailor Moon than I am with Samurai, but it's like pretty slow. Trying to keep up with everything. Just to let everyone know, on my podcast, Solo Nerdbird, I do bi-weekly TV show overviews. So Sailor Moon is going to be one, and then Samurai Champloo is going to be one. And then I just watched Reminisce, I think that's how you pronounce it, with Hugh Jackman. So that's a movie review that I do for Mondays, every Monday. So that'll be up today's Sunday, it'll be up tomorrow, the 23rd. I don't have any interviews scheduled other than this one. That normally goes up on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I have a game review that'll be up on Wednesday that I just finished. Greg, I think you watched like the last 15 minutes of the stream that I did.
Yeah, I came into your stream and you're like, oh, we're done already. After seeing some big monsters, and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was weird. I had posted that on my Instagram, and it kind of like blew up in a way. I got like 15 followers within a couple of hours. That was pretty cool. So I'll be doing more of those. But yeah, the review will go up on Wednesday. I do those once a month. Fridays and Saturdays I try to go out, but we've been having construction in the house, so I've been pretty much here all week. So it's been my week.
Okay, that's interesting. We're gonna get into some of the games you were playing and stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, Diego, how's your week?
That describes it, right? That's describing a week. That noise I made. Like, work is just, it's so much. I had to have like a one-on-one with my boss because, like, remember guys, last week I was talking about how like work has been crazy and I took a Friday off because I needed it. Well, apparently that wasn't enough because like in our like work group chat, so like the chat that we basically, like we use Zoom, so like in our Zoom group chat though, like she basically went off and I was like, well, we're not going to do this here. We're adults. So I was like, if you have something to say, we can just, we can talk. Like, it's fine. And so me and her talked on the phone. Then we had to have coffee, which means I had to go into work early. And we all know I'm not a morning person. So it was productive, but it sucked because I didn't want to get up early. Then now I'm doing my hair. I'm doing knotless box braids down to my butt, which is a terrible idea. I have one more section, like that little middle top section to go. So I'm making good time. I'm 14 hours in. So there's that. And then yesterday I went to Dave & Buster's for my friend's birthday. Shout out Tiana. Happy birthday.
Yeah, drunk at Dave & Buster's?
Yeah, I know, right? I spent
feel like there's a rule somewhere in the Dave & Buster's handbook that says not to get drunk at Dave & Buster's, but that's just me.
Apparently no. And and I wasn't even there long enough to be like, yeah, we were just there for a long time. So we were, every few minutes we were just getting another drink. I got there a little before 9:30. I was home by midnight. And in that time, I had a tequila sunrise, 2 shots, and 2 margaritas.
Jesus.
Well, you was drinking, huh?
I was at Dave & Buster's. Like, that's not the place where you drink.
I know. That's why I'm like very confused on what made you do this. You okay? Everything okay at home?
Everything's fine at home.
Sure.
Got that. They were already drinking when I caught up to them. So when we met I met them at Dave & Buster's. So when I got there, I was like, oh, they were at the bar. They're like, hurry up, throw a drink order in because we're ordering, and then he could just put it all on my card. I was like, sure. So I was like, can I just get a tequila sunrise? Something simple, something I can sip on. And, kind of play catch up, but not enough to get drunk. And then somebody was like, yeah, I'm getting us a round of shots. And I was like, wait, what? Okay. And I didn't know the people, so I felt it would be rude to be like, fuck your shots. I don't want a shot. And then literally the last... Because I had just got there. So if somebody just got to the party and they're like, I don't want your shot. Nah, be not nice. So I took the shot, and then the last drink I had, the girl wanted to go play games, so she gave me her card. She's like, can you order me fries? And she said, and order yourself a drink, and if you don't, I will be mad at you. So I had to get me a drink.
Got peer pressured into getting drunk, pussy.
I did, and it's such a terrible idea because I probably have another 8 hours of hair braiding to do, and I'm hurting right now. So I'm trying to water. I'll probably run to McDonald's and get a fries and a soda. Kind of get myself
a blue Pepsi right now.
I need a Pepsi. I'm gonna go to the dollar store and get a Pepsi.
Yeah,
Pepsi and ibuprofen, and I'll be good. What's a blue Pepsi?
It's blue raspberry or berry flavored cola.
Oh, no, thank you.
It has a blue raspberry aftertaste.
No, yeah, I don't want berries in my cola. Maybe vanilla or caramels.
I've had all of the tastes of Pepsi, and this is by far one of my favorites, and I don't know why. I think I just like blue flavored things.
I'll have to try because it's probably not even raspberry. It's probably blue flavor.
It says berry flavored. It doesn't even say what kind of berry. Berry.
Berry. How was your week?
It's been real slow considering the fact that my week started off with me getting yelled at work because we're finishing our punch list. Out of 300 items in the past 3 weeks, I've gotten it down to 8 by the end of this past week. My boss still thinks that's not fast enough, so I'm getting yelled at. Not yelled at. He's sternly talking to me, but then makes his jokes. But it's bro, I'm trying my best. There's nothing more I can do here. So, but people are breathing down his neck, so he's breathing down my neck. So it's whatever. But in the same token, some days it's just why? Because he showed up Tuesday and then Friday, and it was really funny because both days we ended up leaving early. We all went to lunch on Tuesday, and then we left early Tuesday, and then Friday I did some stuff on the list myself, and I was like, all right, it's 10 o'clock. No one's here. The only guy that was supposed to come here came. I did a couple extra things, and I'm just kind of sitting. I started working on comic book stuff, making some character sketches. You need to see Paul's character. It looks dope.
Yay.
So I did all that, right? And then my boss is it's raining here. I told you that. And my boss literally goes, so the rain's supposed to stop within the hour, which means I can hit the green before lunch. I'm like, this mofo did not just say he's about to go play golf. Yes, so he's like, I don't have anything to do. Y'all don't have anything to do. He asked my 2 other bosses, y'all want to go to the green with me? I'm just standing there I wonder if they're going to ask me if I'm going to go to golf, just typing and writing random stuff. And then he's like, hey, hold down the fort. I'm like, wait, everybody else gets to have the easy go home Friday, but I'm stuck here? Then one other dude was just like, hey, just, you can leave right after us. It's fine. There's nothing much going on. They should be gone soon. He's like, you don't need to babysit them. But if you feel like it and you got some stuff you need to do, go ahead. So I was like, sure, why not? So I just continued doing my stuff. And then I left at 12. So I usually get off at 2:30. If I'm staying late, 3:30, 4 o'clock. but I got to go home early. I got Dean some quick food, some snacks, did some errands, and then I just went home. And then the rest of the weekend's been cleaning. I had a couple social events I could have went to, but I needed to clean the house that bad to where I just stayed in and cleaned.
I need to clean my house. I need a maid. I can't do this.
Need a maid.
I'll be so tired from work that I just come home and crash.
I just take off my clothes and then that makes the mess.
Put them in the hamper. I've been
I
telling
do
you this
sometimes
forever.
until it gets full, and then it's like, fuck it.
The worst. He's the worst. Oh,
Yes.
I have something to tell you about work that's going to make you laugh.
What is
So,
gonna make me laugh?
I'm going to give you a scenario, and you're going to tell me how much you should request in a raise, right? This is your first job out of school. You have not had any internships, and this is like your first real job. This is your yearly review. You are asking for a raise. You perform fairly okay. I mean, not fairly okay, like well. You've taken on a little bit of responsibility with like tech stuff. So like setting up, like if somebody has like a computer issue, you've taken that on and the company has allowed you to and given you like a little password so you can make like little program changes if need be and stuff like that. How much are you asking for in your raise?
We're not talking about you, are we?
It's not my first year out of school, Greg. So no.
That's why I was asking 2%.
You're asking for a 2% raise.
2 to 3%.
Always.
That's an average.
Yes, but if you're asking, you should ask for 10. That way they give you 5. So how much?
What I'm saying is, I'm saying based off of like what I know that work is. So I know that's a little bit above. That's not above and beyond. You're not really doing anything outside that far of your job description. You're showing me that you're dedicated. Sure.
You feel yes, and you feel like that you are. You should.
Are you
be,
choosing which raise to give somebody?
No, hell no. It's gonna get funny. I promise you guys. This gets funny.
Oh God, I can see.
And I can probably tell you how much you make just by guessing, just because I've been with this company for a long time. So you probably make about $50,000 a year. So that's where you are currently, and you feel like you're doing enough work to be a PA, so a project architect, which means you have to be licensed, but you are not licensed. You have taken no tests. How much are you asking for?
Fucking no, bro. I'm not an architect. I don't know what these words mean.
Licensed architect means you can stamp drawings, but you have to take tests. 6
So you're not a licensed architect. You've been working for 1 year, first job out, and you're taking on more technical responsibilities, correct?
Yes, that is your description.
I want a raise, therefore I'm going to ask for I'm going to highball and say 55, knowing I'm only going to get probably $1,000, $2,000 more dollars.
You probably could get the 55. The company's fairly generous, but you could probably get the 55. And you're being generous. This person asked for 134.
Huh?
134.
That's that's almost a 200% raise.
It's a 3 times his salary. I said, take my salary, times that by 3.
Okay. Well, wowzers, you, sir.
Guys, I've been laughing about this all week.
So I've been getting into Dungeons. So here's the joke I'm gonna make. I've been getting into Dungeons and Dragons, and for shit like that, you gotta roll for charisma. So I'm gonna need him to roll for charisma, and right now that's looking like, oh God, that's an 18. He got that.
I was like,
well,
pay that man now.
Well, has this person been doing that work? Have been doing all that work, but they just can't stamp the stuff?
They do, yes, but the idea is they don't have the experience to be considered a project architect, because that means you're leading the project, you're talking with consultants, you're reviewing like other trades drawings, and then saying, hey, yeah, this doesn't match what we're doing, this matches what we're doing, or you should probably do something like this will be cheaper for the client, starting to make those kind of decisions. And that's some stuff that you learn on the job, and I don't honestly think he has that experience yet. Like, I've been working for 3 years and I didn't get that experience probably until my second year when I was exposed to it more. So it's like all he really has been doing is actually drawing. So it's like, yeah, no. Like, yeah, you feel like you're doing a lot when you're drawing because it's like, I'm doing everything. But there's a lot that you're not doing because you're doing the drawings, then your project manager is doing all of the other stuff, the coordination stuff, the detailing stuff. And to that point, he still hasn't done detail. So it's like, you haven't even done a full set, like a full project set all the way through, but you want to be making more than your project manager, actually.
Oh, so they're only doing the one part. They're just doing the one part a lot, like most of the time.
Right.
Oh.
So it's just mind-boggled me that it was like, wow, you want 3 times your salary? Like, that's what you came in with? Like, I've heard of high asks, like, high asking points. Like, maybe if you asked for like 60, I'd have been like, that's kind of pushing it, but you could probably like finagle it. But 3 times your salary, 3 times my salary, like, that's crazy.
Yeah, I had just left my position in, I think it was in April, like mid-April. I was working as the like a purchasing agent, and when I left, I was doing that full time and a receptionist as full time. So, because they didn't want to hire a new receptionist. I guess the one they had before was bad. I didn't even know, but apparently she was. And so I'm doing the purchasing stuff, so I have to get in contact with vendors. I have to buy the stuff. I have to make sure it comes in. I have to schedule the trucks to make sure the stuff comes in, to make sure it's correct and in time for orders. Again, that's full time. That's all day. And then I have to do reception duties. So I had to take in phone calls from customers. Most of them are the same people that call up here every day. I don't know why they just don't call their salesperson directly. I have to do the billing every day. That has to be done.
Oh wow!
By like 2:30, 3 o'clock every day. I have to make sure all the paper, the signatures, the customers got their deliveries, the appropriate amount of material, this, that, and the third. And then there's people that, don't realize we're still in the middle of a pandemic. You can't just come into this building whenever you feel like it, and you have to wear a mask, which a lot of them didn't want to deal with. So I had to deal with them as well. And it's just, they didn't want, I asked for a raise. I was like, I did that for a whole year throughout the entire pandemic. And I was going into the office as well.
Oh, wow.
So
yeah, you need a raise.
Yeah, I asked for one and they were like, no. I was like, okay. So then I waited just enough time to get my vaccination because we were considered essential employees. So I waited so I could get both of my shots. And then when I got my second one and everything was cool, I put in my 2 weeks and I left. So they were begging me to stay. I was like, you got to pay me more money. If you're not willing to pay me more money.
No, you're worth, queen.
So then I left. And then I got a phone call maybe like 2 weeks later from my manager that worked in billing, because I had 2 managers in purchasing and in billing. And she called me and she was like, how do you do this? I was like, you can figure it out. I left everything there. I left all my notes there. Everything that I ever noted down, I left it there. So you have to figure it out on your own. So, but yeah, that was my experience with trying to ask for a raise.
But that's different. I will say he's not doing anything more. Like, yes, he's taking on this technical person role, but he's not doing anything more than your average design staff.
Oh yeah, I completely understand that. That was just my experience for the first time asking for a raise, because I had worked for this company for almost 5 years, and I would get the raises during my review, my annual review, but this was outside of that, and I was like, you know what, this is a new year, this was the beginning of 2021, and I was like, if I'm going to continue to be doing double duty, I want a raise. And then come to find out, when I was leaving, they were actually planning on demoting me to receptionist, so they wouldn't have to pay me the money.
Well, guess what? See? And you left right on time. You got your vaccination. It was like, I'm out. Perfect timing.
Yeah. So yeah,
Yeah,
I really
found
wanted
it-
my vaccination and then leave.
I just found the number crazy. And then so what some people are suggesting, because he even suggested that he doesn't want to work with his project manager anymore, because I guess he feels like, because she told him like flat out, like this was during his yearly review, she was like, that's not going to happen, like that number's ridiculous, like we'll give you a raise and we're willing to work with a number, but not that one. So I was like, so they're suggesting him switch to my team and I go to her team, which I find amazing, because I'm like, guys, he's going to drown. Like I do like actual, like more project architect stuff, even though I'm not licensed. Like I'm not licensed yet, but I do a lot of the higher up stuff where I am talking to consultants, scheduling meetings, that kind of stuff. The more less drawing stuff, more coordination-y stuff. So it's fun. I'm like, oh, he's gonna go to my team and drown. I mean, he'll get it eventually, but like he's gonna be like, if he's gonna swap out for me, I will say their project manager is a lot stricter in the sense of she's like, here's everything you need to do. If you have questions, go do it. Where my project manager is like, so what are you working on? Did you figure it out? Oh, that you didn't? Well, you should figure it out. It's crazy. So, and if you don't know and don't have the experience to know, sorry. So it'll be interesting. I'll keep everyone updated on where my work journey takes me. Ready for news, Greg?
Yeah, I am. Wait, no,
I
fuck
have-
you. That's not news.
Oh, right, we have a guest. Sorry.
Look at her. See, she was just trying to silence your voice.
No, I just want to be the host of the podcast one day. I'm
Oh, you're the
hoping
host
to
of
get
the
a
promotion.
promotion.
I can tell you, that's all you.
I don't want that. You keep trying to give me
These
things.
niggas don't want to take their promotion. Take these blessings, nigga. Take them. Take
Are
them.
they blessings or curses?
With that being said, all right. So let's get in our interview. I have a couple questions because we've been talking to you for a little bit. So I'm curious too. How did you get into potting? Like, you have a very unique style with it. You talk to a bunch of different people, do a lot of interviews. You do a lot. So with that being said, how did you get into it?
Well, it started with me just going to places by myself. That's what solo came from. And I started going to Game Bar. I don't know if you all are familiar with it downtown.
Heard of that place?
Yeah, it's right next door to the Horseshoe Casino, where I used to actually work at, which is pretty funny. And I used to go to the gaming events back there, like the Smash Brothers stuff, and film it. And it started because all these events is going around town, but nobody's talking about them. They go there, but they're not taking pictures, they're not filming it, and it's all pretty much, it's pretty much word of mouth. And I'm like, you should promote these places that are local, so we can all support it, so we don't have to keep going to these big conventions in DC or Virginia or New York, Los Angeles, whatever it may be. So that's pretty much how it initially started. And like I said, I go to these places by myself. And then Comic-Con happened here in Baltimore, Comic-Con. I just kind of winged it as far as interviewing people, whoever was willing to accept it, really. And I think I interviewed like 2 people. I actually interviewed Amy Chu, if you all are familiar with her. Yeah, if you go back to the Baltimore Comic-Con episode, it's like one of the first 5 episodes, I think it is. I actually interviewed Amy Chu. She was really nice about it. She signed my comic that she did for about women geeks that she was a part of. It was like an anthology type thing. She actually signed it for me. Yeah, and then what else? How does else start? The things that I do as far as the TV overviews. So I think I talked to you guys about this before. I did the overviews because it's a lot of shows I'm not familiar with. Like I said, with Samurai Champloo, I didn't even know about that show until I did the history of anime, which I believe is the first episode.
How you
Sharp
like it?
like the edge of a samurai sword.
Oh, I like it. It's pretty
It's
pretty
so
interesting. It reminds me of sorry, my dog's barking.
It's okay.
I think it's called Yusuke. That was just on the
Yes.
Netflix one.
That was good.
The art style, like Carol and Tuesday, was I think from Netflix as well. Yeah, it's very early. It's very early 2000s. You can definitely tell when this was made. But yeah, I enjoy it. Fu is something else. I don't know why. I didn't realize she was 15 years old, but she's always getting kidnapped. It's like, but are you not smart? Come on, let's get it together.
You see the shoes he wearing? It's hard to the shoes, the gown. That's hard to run in, my guy.
Running.
Like it's not. She working at a disadvantage already.
Well, she needs to take her shoes off or something and get better clothes or something.
These are facts. I mean, you got Mogan out here in the beat up ass shorts.
I love it when he and Jean go at it.
Yeah,
so cool.
They're funny.
But yeah, it was just a bunch of shows that I wasn't familiar with or that I don't really recall that much, like Inuyasha. It took almost a year to finish that one. And then I did Evangelion. I hated that.
Really?
Yeah.
I always hear
You
good
watched
things about it.
Evangelion, Benta?
No, I haven't, and I've heard good things about it. So I thought I probably would maybe one day. Probably not. You know what? I'm going to stop lying to you guys. I'm going to stop. I'm not going to watch anything. I'm going to keep watching the same things over and over again, and you guys are just going to like it.
No one's gonna like it. It's a problem, and you need to seek help.
I do.
No, the way they gaslight that boy, I couldn't do it anymore. I just couldn't do it. I mean, I watched the whole thing, and then there's the original ending, and then there's the second ending, and then now they have this new one out now. I guess it's supposed to be like a reimagined version of it. I haven't seen it, and I'm probably not going to because I hated it so much.
And that's okay.
But then, so yeah, the TV shows, because I wanted to watch TV again, because I'm not a big TV person, so it kind of forces me to do that. And then the movie Mondays is just, again, forcing me to watch movies, because I kind of hate going to the movies, especially with the crowds. So the pandemic was actually worked in my favor. But
these are my favorite dates with myself.
I mean, I used to go to the movies. I go to the movies like early in the morning and like on Sundays or like during the week, so I should take half a days at work and go early because I really don't like the crowds. People talk too much. You can't hear nothing sometimes. So
I do the opposite. I do the late night ones, like the last showing, the one where I'm getting home at 2 a.m. because I went to the movies at basically midnight.
Yeah, worst case scenario, someone's fucking in the back.
That is worst case scenario.
I am in the back. I sit in the last row in the back because it has the best view of the screen. I don't like.
Well, then nobody's fucking in the back because they're not. Once they see there's somebody already sitting back there, they're like, "Oh man, we got to go to a different movie."
Unless they big bold and just sit like 3 rows down and hope that you don't say nothing. Then
they have it now where you have a lot of room. So if you're sitting 3 rows down, I probably can't even see you, which honestly I don't care. As long as I can hear the movie.
As long as you quiet, we good, fam. Do you?
That's fine with me. The interview started again. It was just getting bolder and bolder for me. I was like, hey, it worked when I went to Comic-Con. Let's see if it'll work out with other people. Actually, my first interview virtual started with a guy reached out to me, Icarus Comics. I forgot his name, unfortunately, but he reached out to me in March and he was like, hey, do you mind if doing an interview to help me promote my comic on Kickstarter? And I was like, sure. And then it started from there with doing more people, reaching out to more people on Kickstarter, including you guys with your comic. And Greg, you didn't reply back for like a month.
I didn't even know there was an inbox.
Yeah, he did it. He's like, hey, I found out there's an inbox on this thing and somebody wants to interview us. I said, first of all, there's an inbox?
Yeah, that's the literal conversation I had. And I like looked at, I was like, damn, there's like 11 messages in this thing. Jesus.
Yeah, I just thought you rejected me. I was like, oh, okay. And you're in
No.
Baltimore. I was like, oh, okay. I guess no one would talk to me. So
I didn't know. That was my first Kickstarter.
yeah, and then I got into streaming video games, and I was like, hey, I'll put them up and see how people like them. And I couldn't even figure out how to do highlights. I did that maybe 3 months into it. You can do highlights and then upload them on your computer and then go from there. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
So you're like us. You're just figuring it out as you go.
Yeah, it's just me being interested in stuff and then figuring out how to do them and then seeing how other people do it and then I do them as well. Like I said, it's just putting out more content because since the overviews go out bi-weekly, if I can manage it, it's just something to fill in during the week. So you'll have at least one episode a week.
It's funny you say that because we're taking your method with the what's that segment called again that you keep trying to put me in charge of?
Chop it up.
Just chop it up, yeah. So something to put in between our episodes or like along with our episodes. So it's like 2 episodes a week or really like maybe only like 1.5 because our episodes are pretty long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. If Greg would send them to me. Shut up.
I did. I sent you 2 the other day.
I'm literally releasing them as we speak.
And that's the problem. Look, you can't try to expose me knowing that I'm going to expose you. It's like you walked into a bar with a gun knowing everybody had a gun. Like, don't do that. Just avoid the bar.
Or you could tell me, hey, I sent you episodes instead of just sending them to my email. Like, I checked that thing.
You should. Like how I should have checked the inbox on Kickstarter. Lessons to be learned. All right. Next question I have for you. What's your most interesting interview that you've done to date?
I did one with William Gosselin recently with his comic Baby Barbarian. I say that was probably I say that was probably the most interesting is because of how responsive he was to my questions. Sometimes when I do these interviews with the one person, it's like pulling teeth as far as getting responses, and it kind of makes it awkward a little bit as well. And he was really responsive. He would ask me questions back, which no one has really done. He would like ask me my same questions, which I thought was pretty cool. And then it expanded beyond the interview. He has a video game that's with it as well that he wants to release, I think before the actual comic comes out, maybe later on this year. And he had me speak to the developers, the gaming developers as well. Kind of like I moderated a live video that he did. I forget what it's called, but you can go through this program and it'll do all your lives for you. So it'll go to Facebook, it'll go to Instagram, it'll go to Twitch, right? So I moderated that. So I thought that was really interesting how it expanded beyond the initial interview from him, not even from me. Yeah, it's probably the most interesting that I can think of on top of my head. I've done so many, some of them I forget. I'm
looking at it right now.
Yeah, as soon as I do the interviews and I get that high from it, and then like I move on to something else afterwards.
Oh, you're busy.
She's uploading almost every day. I'm getting notifications left and right.
I do too, and I'm like,
but the thing is, they're like
something to listen to at work.
Yeah, they're very digestible. They're very quick. So it's like, I gotta listen to them for an hour. It's like, okay, 2 minutes of my life.
Yeah, that's why I try to do so many because they're so short. Like the Movie Mondays, there's like 5-6 minutes. The gaming reviews are 5-6 minutes. The overviews are probably the longest ones. There's maybe like an hour or so. But the thing is, with doing so much content like that, which I'll I guess give you advice, and whoever's listening who wants to do it as well. As a content creator, it takes a lot of energy consuming that content and then putting it out to people. So the Sailor Moon episode that I did, season 1 for Sailor Moon, that took me 6 hours to record. and
Wow.
it may be like, I think an hour and a half long on the actual episode itself. I have no idea. So yeah, it takes a lot of energy, and it probably took me maybe 2 or 3 weeks to just watch the season itself, because there's a lot of fucking episodes for Sailor
A lot
Moon.
of tears are shed in that show. Come on, man. You gotta see each one in
Yeah.
4K. You think you can do that in just 1 week?
I will say she cries a little too much for me. I didn't remember, like, I rewatched it not too long ago, and I was like, she didn't cry this much when I was a kid, did she? I mean, she has to. It's the same episodes. But I was like, she was crying, and I was just like, it's not that serious. I get it. You might die, but just relax. You got it.
You might die. You know, I still have she just reminded me and gave me like PTSD, wartime, Vietnam flashbacks. And when I was editing it was supposed to be the first video episode of the podcast, and dear Lord, I spent already like 12 hours editing it and wasn't anywhere near done.
I remember we were going to do, just take the audio and put like clips from like movies and like the shows or whatever we were talking about over it, like small clips, because YouTube, and like we had like did like caricatures, is that the word? Yeah, so people could like see us when we're talking. Oh, that was a great, terrible idea.
Yeah, I don't do anything with my interviews. The video part of it, I don't really do anything with it unless the creator that I'm interviewing wants them, and I'll just send it the raw copy of it. I'll just edit out the little bit of the intro and the outro. But other than that, I just send it raw. What I plan on doing with my highlights from my streams is making a compilation of pretty much everything, and it's already done. You just have to put them together. Maybe do an intro and an outro, maybe put some music in there, I'm not really sure, but it's already done as far as gathering clips. That's why I try to keep my highlights on my Twitch channel and then on my actual computer. And my Twitch is solo nerdbird, all solo_nerd_bird, just to put that out there as well. So.
Yes, definitely. And
She'll say it again at the end, I promise.
We'll make her. So,
with that being said, I just reopened that clip thing. Out of 6 hours of editing, I'm looking at it, and I got to the audio is an hour and 18 minutes. I got to 27 minutes after 6 hours. So yeah, I quit. I gave up at that point. It was so much work. So just, keep that in mind when you want to do this shit, that it's like a second job.
Yeah, I mean, if you have the money, you may want to invest in someone to edit them for you. But like I said, I'm doing this all by myself, at least right now. So when you do audio, when you do your video, keep in mind that you're going to have to go back and edit this shit. So that's why I tell people all the time who do their own podcasts, remember, you're going to have to go back and edit this. So if you want to do your intros, just like have it already made so you can just push a button and do it like that. Or when I do my interviews, I actually have a script of questions, the intro, the questions, and an outro, and I let people know when I interview them as well, because I'm not trying to do this later on. I want to get this done and over with and just upload it and be done, because I don't want to go back and edit this shit.
Yeah, I just wing it now these days, but that's because I got it down to a system. So like,
I don't. That's my system is having a script. I cannot wing anything. I'm just gonna be rambling. So
I'm good at winging it only because I can somewhat control a conversation, but at the same time, it's like messing with these goons. Sometimes
Who's a goon?
You're a goon. Oh my goodness, the episode with Darren, we were all over the fucking place. Jesus Christ.
Oh, but it's the best kind. Is that the episode you sent me? What did you send me? I don't even know. I just have episodes.
Maybe you should listen and figure that one out, Chief.
You should write it in the email.
That's funny as shit. All right, my next question is, I was gonna ask what was your most grueling task, but you gave it to us.
You gave it to us.
6 hour Sailor Moon recording. There it is.
Yeah, it was that one, and I think the first Inuyasha. I actually did season 1 and 2 because I didn't do the first one when I was supposed to. So I did both seasons, at one time, and that was probably just as long. It was about 6 hours recording it. I don't know. I think that one maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours long, but it's actually the most listened to episode of all the episodes I've ever done. Is the Inuyasha season 1 and 2.
Funny joke about Inuyasha, really quick. It was a TikTok, and it was like, name a song that describes an anime so well, and it was a song about someone I used to know.
Oh, from Usher.
Mm-hmm. And they had the picture up of
Kagome and Kikyo.
Yo.
That's funny as shit. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, that was pretty much it. Yeah, that was probably those two were the longest episodes as far as recording. So, and then like I said, I think Inuyasha season 1 and 2 is probably the most listened to episode. Probably because it's so long. I guess people listen to it while they're at work or something. I'm not sure.
That's what I usually do. I have an hour driving to work, so I usually just like play a podcast, listen to a couple of them, or try to learn something new. I've been practicing my German again. You know, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Yeah.
No, I know I don't. I don't speak German.
You could have learned from me. I was good at it.
You were good at it.
I'm better at speaking it than writing it, though. I'm terrible at writing in any language, so that's fair. I'm not good at writing in English, so why would I be good at writing in German when the letters get more complicated?
Yeah, I'm actually re-upping up on my Spanish. That took like 4 years of it. I can read it, and like when you speak it, I can understand it, but I can't speak it myself. I think it's like my mouth is not moving fast enough than like my brain.
All right, and so my last question that I have for the interview is: so have you heard anything about sponsorships, endorsements, or advertisements, ambassadorships? You got any NDAs? Oh shit! You got any NDAs you want to tell us about that you shouldn't tell us about?
I mean, other than the spam that I get from my DMs,
Hey yo,
I hate that. We get it too.
Yeah.
It's so
fun and games till someone really drops a ban on some feet pics.
Jeez.
That's so gross.
I'm partnered with the Player 2 app. I did an interview with him. The guy who owns the place is Colin Johnson, and it's basically an app for gamers. It's probably they modeled it or advertised it, I should say, as like it's not a dating app. It's more of like a compatibility type thing for gamers on a specific app. It's like, I guess, Discord, and it's just a bunch of different apps all put together for gamers specifically. So my thing was, when I was talking to him, was that I'm not really big into like shooter games or like, I know you play like, what is Apex or Greg or something like that. I've seen you play a couple of times on your stream, and it's like I like watching stuff like that, but I don't really like playing it. I like cozy games, RPGs, stuff like that, but I don't really know anyone who plays that. So if you're looking for similar minded gamers, this is the app you want to play. So I don't think they have the app up yet, but apparently I'm partnered with them because I saw it on their thing. I was like, oh, okay. But as far as making money with ads and sponsorships, I don't have anything like that. I saw you guys are with, what is it, that energy drink place?
We are now ambassadors of Raise Energy.
Yeah, so how does that work? Because I don't know how these ambassadorship things work. Like I said, I get a bunch of spam and stuff in my DMs, people asking me, but I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? I don't know what to do. So,
for those who are wondering, let's just do a full... Oh yeah, that happened this week. Damn, should have talked about that. Fuck! I'm fucking up.
Great job.
All right, but yes, the Bmore Nerdy Podcast are now ambassadors for Raise Energy. That means we we have a promo code. It's Bmore Nerdy you guys. You can buy shirts, you can buy workout gear, you can buy what is that stuff called? Pre-workout, sleeping supplements, as well as energy drinks that are 0 sugar, 0 calorie, but a ton of caffeine. So if you need that to wake you up instead of coffee, it will. I can vouch for it. I drank like almost all of the cans that I have to wake up, and Jesus, they keep you up.
Finished them already?
Huh? They only gave me 7. They gave me 7. Jordan took 1. I took the other 6.
Right. You've had it for like 4 days.
Yeah, right. They're really good too. Like one tasted like nerds. Oh my goodness, It was great.
That's how much that is.
Galaxy Burst, surprisingly.
Oh, and you're Galaxy Greg.
Yeah. See? But basically what you do for something like that is you have to apply for the ambassadorship. There's an application you fill out, and then based off of what they see in you, they accept you or don't accept you. Right now they're accepting a lot of people. I'll send you the link, most definitely. But yeah, that's how you get into stuff like that. But what does that mean? That means that you get a code and everybody gets 15% off using your code. Why would you not use my code? Come on. Use code BMoreNerdy at checkout.
Or is that not a thing? Is that not respectable?
What?
Can I use my own code?
No, you can. Then you get.
Okay.
Then you get.
I was gonna say, is that a bad thing for me to use my own code, or am I supposed to use it? Like
you're supposed to use your own code.
Got it. I'm gonna use it.
But how do you know if your listeners actually like this stuff?
That's a great question.
Listeners, do you like the stuff?
It's like I get messages from like with the this new thing that people have is that light up, the anime light up thing that
like the little desk
and I'm like, I don't know if anybody even likes this stuff. I mean, I get, like I said, I get my stuff in my DMs all the time, but it's like I don't like this stuff, so I don't know if anybody else would like any of this stuff.
I mean, my recommendation for what you choose to advertise should always be something that you're willing to use or something that you like. Like, if you don't see yourself using it, I wouldn't recommend it, only because then you're just promoting something that you wouldn't even use. Like, I do take some energy drinks before work because, like, I'd be working up at, like, 4 a.m., so I'm tired as fuck because I don't like to sleep too much. But, sometimes I have trouble sleeping, so sleeping supplements work for me. Workout gear, always going to work for me. I can't really take for medical reasons, but if I did
drink energy drinks, I just realized that you shouldn't be drinking this.
Incorrect. I can drink them. I just have to make sure I don't drink anything else with caffeine for the day.
So you can have one.
Yeah, my doctor says I can have 2 cups of coffee. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fine.
And that's what one energy drink is: 2 cups of coffee.
2 cups of coffee. Okay.
Yeah, I can't have energy drinks because all the sugar actually makes me sleepy. But if I want to stay up, I drink. We promote
the 0 sugar, 0 calories.
Which is great for me because juice is like my weakness, but I do like I like caffeinated juices because I do drink too much coffee and sometimes I don't want something hot, but I don't drink iced coffee. Yeah, call me weird, I don't care. I don't like iced coffee. Coffee is meant to be hot, and so it's nice to have a second option that isn't hot.
Iced coffee's for the pussies that got tired of burning their tongue in the morning. You gotta add that like Ford guitar at the end.
The Ford guitar.
Yeah, but no, mocha frappes are the shit. So, all right, I don't have any more questions. Diva, do you have any more questions for our guests? Killian has a question.
I think Killian is the one with the question. No, I don't have any more questions. I'm just glad that we finally were able to get you on because we definitely said after our episode with you, we wanted an episode with you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys having me. But yeah, my thing right now is just trying to find sponsors and get ads because I want to start going to more cons since more of those are starting to end. I'm not sure if they'll happen in the fall and the winter because, you know, of the numbers, getting people to talk to me if they see that I'm sponsored by somebody. or that I had some type of that I do.
Yeah, I'd love to say sponsored by Nike.
Oh,
I'd actually prefer Under Armour because they're a Maryland
I'm about to
brand,
say
and
we're
Under Armour's
Maryland.
a lot more comfortable personally, but I still do enjoy Nike.
Look, either one. I mean, like if you guys want to sponsor us, we love sponsors. Look, we just did a great promo in the middle of the episode, which I think pat on the back for us as first timers.
We did.
So,
I thought I did a great promo for Ford. I'm talking about pussies with iced coffee. I think I have the wrong sponsor, guys.
anyway.
That being said, let's hop into news. First, we're going to start with the bad news, and then we're going to move to more fun things.
Okay.
So, did anybody see Sha'Carri Richardson's 100-meter dash?
No, I heard it was
last.
though.
Yeah,
she came in last. She came in there last. I mean, somebody had to come in last, right?
That's a very optimistic way to look at it.
That is so optimistic. Wow.
Somebody had to do it.
I didn't see it, but I was like, I mean, somebody had to come in last, and I'd rather she get all the bad stuff out now, so when she has to compete in, I guess, in the Olympics again, like the Winter Olympics, or I don't know how that stuff works, but
4 more years.
She's gonna be doing something again on a big stage, and I'd rather she get like third or second or first in that one and not losing that one. Just get all her L's now. So
get the L's now.
That is the greatest optimistic turnaround I've ever heard. Like, oh man, I feel good now. I feel so good about it. It's not even
bad news anymore.
I try to be a little bit positive, especially towards her, because I feel like people were waiting for her to mess up, especially after the thing when she got caught with the marijuana, and that was unfortunate. But yeah, I just try to be positive. Somebody had to come in last. That's how I look at it.
So how much you guys want to bet? So this is a joke I came up with. It's terrible, but it's so funny. I bet I will put money on this right now. You guys can come to claim it at any time. I put $20 on this, that in the next few weeks, someone's gonna make a joke using the Thanos line, where he's like, you couldn't handle your own failures, and you did all that. Where did it bring you? Back to me, and it's gonna be a blunt at the end. I guarantee you.
I wouldn't be surprised if somebody already did it.
I wouldn't be surprised if that's out now. It's already somewhere on the internet.
It's been one day. Come on, it takes some time to do that. I mean, I thought of it, so someone obviously thought of it too, but
that's funny.
I feel like that's gonna happen, and when it does, I'm going to bust out laughing.
I'm literally looking at this. Something just came up on my Twitter timeline about Sha'Carri right now. It's about her Nike sponsorship.
Your FBI agent was on it today.
Yeah, her Nike sponsorship. It's a video. I don't want to play it, but yeah, it's got like 15,000 likes on it, and I want to play it, but I don't want to interrupt the video.
So that's the situation. I'm glad she turned that to an optimistic one, because I was just going to talk about how I'm sad that, like, after all that she lost. But, now I'm hopeful that she'll be, she going to be up in 4 years.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be better if everybody make fun of her now, get all the jokes out now, so when she come back and win it all, then what?
Okay, she going to T'Challa it? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, yeah. I think so.
All right, we'll see. I mean, I'm hopeful. I think that being, banned for like a month, that does affect you. Whether you're in training, if you know that you can't do shit for the next month, there's two ways you can think. All right, I gotta get busy this next month, or you can be like almost everyone else during COVID and be like, yeah, fuck that. I got time.
I do think it's a big mental aspect, because I know she probably felt the pressure, like, okay, now everybody's watching me because I didn't, perform in the Olympics or whatever. It is what it is. She's not about to stop running. She lost one race. How many races has she probably ran in her life? She's fine.
Facts.
She's fine. Did you hear about Scarlett Johansson wanting her case to be in open court?
What case?
No.
Oh, so
I didn't hear about that.
Oh wait, isn't it that Disney case about like
the fact
like that clause that they have?
Yeah, so the problem is that her issue is her movie was released at the same time on Disney Plus. So same time as in theaters, the same time as on Disney Plus. And I don't think she gets any of the Disney Plus money that she gets is different.
Yeah, it's like significantly less.
Yeah. So, but she's like, everybody else's releases are releasing the theaters, and I think it's like a week or two that it's released to Disney Plus. And she's like, basically, you're affecting how much money I get. Like, you're manipulating it in an unfair way and stuff like that. So, but she's like, yeah, I want this to be an open court. We're not about to do this behind doors. What's up?
Yeah,
since y'all are making this such a big thing, like, because it could have been something that's quiet. We could have dealt with it behind closed doors, but you want to make it big? Let's make it big. And I completely agree.
Yeah, I agree with her too. Yeah, sorry to cut you off, but
no, you're good.
Yeah, I think hers was the only one as far as the Marvel universe that was done at the same time, because then there was talks about what's her name, Emma, the one who did the Cruella de Vil one.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Emma Stone. There was talks that maybe she would try to do the same thing, but then she just signed onto the sequel for it. So her backing Scarlett, that's going out the window. And then now I think they're trying to do where the actors can decide their own contract as far as how long they can stay on the stuff, because I think at first you had to sign off like a decade to do the characters, right? Something like that. Because they've been doing it for so long.
Because they had Robert Downey Jr. by the balls.
Yeah. Well, he was making money, even though
he didn't want to be. That's the thing. Everybody makes hella bread doing these superhero roles, but at the end of the day, as an actor, you want to play as many roles as you can. You want to show that you have range. You're trying to get.
That's what happened with Chris Evans. I heard he had to go to therapy before he signed on to it, because it's like he didn't want to be in a contract for over a decade to play Captain America. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's glad he did it now with all that money that he made, but it's difficult.
I did not realize how many movies he was in before.
Yeah, it's difficult.
So many movies.
He was in Fantastic Four. He was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I never noticed.
Nope, he was in Not Another Teen Movie. Like, he's old. Let's just put it like that.
Shit.
Old actor. But yeah, it's Disney.
They were in that SAT movie too, both of them.
Yep.
Scarlett and Chris.
I
remember where I saw it when I was in high school.
How old are you?
But Disney is just such a crazy company, because like, did you see there was a meme I saw the other day, and it was working off of the Batman Superman movie. It was like, how did you get the bank to give you back the house? It's like, I bought the bank. And so then it was like, it was Disney. It was like, how did you get Sony to give you back Spider-Man? I bought Sony.
That's a Bmore. That's
Disney. No, I'm like, well, that's Disney for you.
What are you gonna do?
They're just like the South Park Disney, where it's just like they're just crazy, scary bosses.
Yeah, the thing is what they did with Scarlett was, I guess, it was experimental to see how it would work as far as releasing movies again during this time. And then they just said the same thing about Shang-Chi that's coming out, I think in 2 weeks, I think it's coming out.
Whereas that one, the commercial made it look good.
Yeah, I want to see it in theaters too. But I guess the person in charge or something like that, it wasn't Kevin, it was somebody else that said that since it's only going to be in theaters, it's not going to be on Disney Plus, it's not going to be released at the same time like they did with Black Widow. It's supposed to be like experimental to see how it'll work. But they're doing this with this Asian-based Chinese, with a Chinese superhero as the main character in this movie, and it's experimental. And they did the same thing with Black Widow, is a female lead that's experimental. But would they ever do anything like that with a white male lead? So they're doing all this.
They know they lose money.
Yeah, they know they would lose money. They're doing all this experimental stuff with minorities.
It's just
not. That's not fair. So I understand where Scarlett is coming from. I'm not the biggest Scarlett Johansson fan, but when it's something like this, as far as like the wage gap and anything like that, I completely agree. So
yeah. You got more news for us, Greg?
I have more news for you, baby.
What you got?
Call of Duty Vanguard trailer came out, and I just want to say, stop making old World War II video games. No one gives a fuck about Vietnam. No one gives a fuck about World War One. No one gives two fucks about World War II. The guns are shit. The accuracy is shit. The storyline you're giving me is shit. I'm upset.
Hear it. You sound very upset.
Because Battlefield tried to do it. They did Battlefield 1. Good game, because Battlefield's fun. Terrible gun selection. You had like 7 guns to pick from. One of the attachments was a fucking bayonet. You could literally charge people. It wasn't a smart idea, but you could do it. Terrible.
My
Battlefield,
thing is,
when they did World War II, terrible. The availability of gun selection is too small. What you're gonna see in World War II is some type of trench shotgun, a fucking Tommy gun, a bar, and an old sniper rifle that's bolt action. Maybe one that's not. Like, and 2 assault rifles. That's all you're gonna get. And it's bullshit. It's annoying that they keep trying to push this on me. I hate it. So I will not be buying the next Call of Duty. They can suck my left nard. And I'm going to just wait and buy Battlefield 2042 because that looks fucking amazing.
From a narrative perspective, I'm kind of over this killing Nazi things with the World War II and whatever else, because we all agree that Nazis are bad and they're evil and they all should die in a video game, but not in real life. So what about the Nazis that are, marching around, in major cities with guns and stuff? What about those who come out as Nazis? How come they're not in jail or being persecuted or whatever else? It's always, we should hear their side of the story or this, that, and the third. What about them? It's cool in video games. We all agree that they're bad, but then not in real life. So
video game, you can just run up on a stick and game over. That's it. In life, there's a little bit more consequence to that.
Yeah. I'm not saying not to go up and just kill them, but it's like I'm just tired of the whole Nazi narrative that they're bad in fiction and in media, but then not in real life. We're not really doing anything to get rid of them in real life. So that's just me.
Okay. Diva?
I don't play video games. You know that. This is always my hardest part of the podcast because I feel like
Apex, don't play it worth shit. Loser.
I'm busy.
No, you're not.
Shut up.
Yeah, there it is. I told you could always get the Sims off of me. You're not a shooter person, and that's okay. You're more of a simulation and role-playing game.
I want a game where I can just hide in the corner and just shoot people as they come.
Oh my god,
where's
you
that
camping
game?
Whore.
I just want to be a little sniper in the corner and just pew, 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 pew. Oh
Get
no.
Good. GG's. But not the good kind of GG's for good games.
And
Get good.
I don't like that game because it don't move my head for me. I gotta move my own head. Like, come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you now, there is no shooting game that moves your head for you, buddy. Sorry.
There's we're so advanced. You can make the game move my head.
Called
and
VR.
You guys may think, oh, it's advanced that we have to, the game lets you move your own head. No, move it for me. I'm moving left and I turn left. Move my head left too. We're all going left.
I think you just need
Why
to
is my
VR
head still looking right?
Get a headset, some little controllers so you can just look around.
Oh, that sounds smart. But no, I want it to do it for me. Where are those video games?
They don't exist. Sorry, kid. More gaming news.
Video games haven't caught up to me. They haven't caught up to me. not the other way around.
I think you haven't caught up to them with your hand-eye coordination. Next gaming news: Black Myth Wukong. Do you guys know who Song Wukong is?
No.
No.
How do I break this down quickly? Basically,
Google does.
Google does know. But Song Wukong is a Chinese god. Let's go with that. Who took down heaven and is super immortal because he ate the 3 peaches. There's a lot of myth around him, like if you've ever seen God of High School, he's supposed to be the reincarnation of Sun Wukong. You know, the staff that grows and shrinks. Yeah.
Yes, I know exactly.
The Monkey King.
About. Yes, I've seen him. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about.
So he's getting a video game.
Oh.
And yeah, it's called Black Myth Wukong. And the Unreal 5 engine is what they're using. That's one of the best engines out right now. And a gameplay trailer came out and it looks beautiful. Hit the hairs on his face moving, tail just percolating, light shining off of his fur. It's amazing. Dope. Real dope. People use him a lot. I thought you guys would know him because in like anime and stuff, they reference him a lot.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking. Like, literally, as soon as I pulled up the image, I knew who you were talking about. I just didn't know his name.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now too.
Yeah.
In 2023.
Yeah, your boy gonna be in there. I like some games.
Fact, it even goes back to a and I know you guys are gonna think I'm crazy because I didn't know who he was, but it's also a Dragon Ball Z reference because Goku used to have the growing staff and then he's a monkey. So,
and he rode on a cloud.
Yes, and he rode on a cloud. Yeah, all Dragon Ball Z references. Well, yeah. Dragon Ball Z references him.
You can tell that the creator of Dragon Ball Z was a big Sun Wukong fan.
Yes.
But yeah,
was that Super Saiyan 4? He looks a lot like him.
Yes. But trust me, he's significantly more powerful than Goku.
Don't tell a Dragon Ball Z fan that.
I mean, if you know anything about Sun Wukong, you know that. Well, just an example, I'm
just talking about toxic fandom.
I know, but he cast a spell to be immortal. Then he ate. There's 3 peaches. There's three peach trees in heaven. Each one gives you a different type of immortality. He ate all 3. All of the peaches on each of the trees, actually. So he's like super immortal again. Every hair he can make clones of himself out of the hairs on his body, and he has like approximately 80,000 hairs on his body. So he can make 80,000 clones of equal power. It's a lot. He's very strong. He destroyed heaven, or took down heaven, all the gods in heaven by himself. My man's a beast, and you can't handle him.
That's not what they gonna say. Goku's a god. He has god form. Goku.
Goku blew himself up in the Tournament of Power, so...
Goku blows himself up in every season. Literally, how do you think it's going to end? Goku's going to blow himself up. That's what's going to happen every time.
So what you're saying is Goku blows himself?
Basically.
Gross. So this one...
That game will probably be cool. I'll watch you play that one.
Of course you will.
I will.
She says now, before forgetting that I exist.
No, I fixed my notifications for my thing. I just have to fix my notifications for my email. I don't get notifications. I don't fucking know. My phone doesn't want me to know that people want me.
So, KS, or Nerd, or Bird, or Birdie. I don't know what to nickname you.
Bird.
Still here?
Bird.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm listening.
I don't know what to nickname you. I need help.
Well, my name is Kayla. You just call me Kayla.
There we go. I mean, you always advertise yourself as KS Garner, so it's like, okay, KS.
Well, if you know me, you can just call me Kayla. So.
Okay, so Kayla, this next news point is one that you did a small review on. Free Guy.
Yeah, I love Free Guy.
That was a good movie. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I did too.
See it.
Go see it today. It's great. Yes,
I gotta
it's
do my
worth
hair.
seeing.
We've already talked about it. I have about 8 hours of braiding left. There's no way I can fit a movie in.
LOL. You better be doing hair in the movie.
You seen the movie just braiding?
So yeah.
I'm
What
the
are your
reason
thoughts
why
on the
Kayla
movie?
doesn't want to go to the movies. I'm in there doing my hair.
Facts. So
Yeah,
Kayla,
Freak
what are
Out.
your thoughts on the movie?
Yeah, I thought it was a lot funnier than I expected it to be. I mean, I try to go into the movies with no expectations, so I won't be let down. But yeah, it was pretty funny. So it wasn't like it wasn't violent or a lot of sex in there or anything like that. I mean, there's plenty of swearing, but it's not a whole lot of it. I enjoyed it. I really did like it.
I definitely
And then all the
enjoyed it.
Easter eggs they put in there too were pretty cool.
Yeah. Fucking Chris Evans in another movie. Goddamn.
I was about to say, yeah, I heard it had a lot of a lot of star cameos, like just basically Ryan Reynolds' friends, but like cameos in it, and he did like a thank you to them on his Instagram.
Yeah, like they popped in like real quick. There was so many. It was good. I liked it. I went in thinking it was gonna be funny. I think I enjoyed 99% of Ryan Reynolds' movies. So I was excited going in, but I didn't think it was gonna have a story to it. I thought it was just gonna be goofy.
Yeah, I did.
And along with having a story, I didn't know that it was gonna be that funny. Like I thought it was gonna be funny, but that was like it surpassed my expectations. Let's say that.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. So I went in thinking the movie was gonna be like a solid 8. It was a solid 9.5.
I have a confession, Greg.
What?
I watched Suicide Squad again. That movie is good.
What is wrong with you?
I don't know. I keep watching it. I was watching Supernatural and it got late. It was like through 1 a.m. And I was like, oh, I feel like I'm scared. So I need to watch something that'll make me not scared. So I watched Suicide Squad again.
I'm just letting you know, I think it's season 4. You're going to be so hurt at how it ends. Just so you know. Just prep yourself for, tissues.
I'm in season 2. Oh, no, I don't want tissues.
1 second.
So is it considered a spoiler alert if I talk about season 1? It hasn't been 10 years, but it has been a really long time. Oh, yes, it has. It came out in 2005. No spoiler alert. Did they really kill his dad? Like, he not coming back? Because, I
told you, yes, his dad's big dead. He makes cameos, but he's dead as fuck. Not coming back, not getting revived. Soul stuck in hell. Dead, the fuck dead.
Oh, I don't like that. I really wanted them to be a family. Oh, is his dad not shit? Oh, is that
no?
Really
his dad's a good dad. He's a good man. He's just a shitty dad. Oh, season 3. Oh yeah, good luck, buddy.
Oh, he's an anime. So this is an anime.
No. So there's an animated version of it. There's an animated series, and it didn't go as long. It only has like 1 or 2 seasons.
Oh, well, I will be continuing my Supernatural journey. I'm loving it so far.
So I was wrong. Season 3, you're gonna cry.
Oh fuck! Are they gonna kill? Are they gonna kill Sam?
No.
Cause he's a psychic.
No.
Okay.
No, I think the brothers survive all the. Well, I don't want to. Sorry. I know you're still on it. So.
Oh no.
I mean, there's a whole season where Sam and Dean die a lot, so.
We're just gonna keep killing them. That's crazy. Okay.
Well, they died a lot because they're the vessels of what is it? Michael and Lucifer.
Stop. What?
That's not a big plot. It's a big plot point, but it's not a surprise. Like, you guys are no. Like, they come out and say, "Hey, you're the perfect vessels for us. We want your body, but we can't take it without consent because they're angels." So they're like, "We can't take your bodies without consent. So you're gonna give us your body. We're just gonna keep having you die until you give up."
Let's party. Okay, let's do it. Okay, I'm in it. I am in it. And so season, what is it, 15? I got 15 seasons. I'm here.
I'm telling you, seasons like 10 through 12, you kind of go like, why am I here? That's a big question. You're gonna why?
It's okay.
But yeah, Black Myth, Wukong. I'm excited for that. I'm curious to see if this is just a one-off thing, like this Wukong game, or is this going to be a series of games where they make like a universe and we play as different gods and it like
that would be dope.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind playing as Perseus a little bit, you know, Hercules.
Or I mean, there's a lot of gods that you could play as. There's just so
I'm a
many.
Percocet hero, call me Percles.
Next topic, because that was bad.
No, that's all I really had in terms of gaming news. So if anyone else has any, Free Guy. But yeah, enjoyed that. Go see it if you haven't seen it. Very funny, very humorous. What was it, guy? Dude, that dude was funny. They made an NPC to go after Guy, and his name was Dude, and he was like half baked programmed.
Yeah, so he didn't have he couldn't complete sentences. He was like catchphrase or adjective in the middle of the sentence because he wasn't programmed.
Endearing statement. That shit was funny.
Not endearing statement. I love it.
Other gaming news, I think Fortnite is supposed to be doing something similar to Among Us, right? Pretty much copying the format. So it's like the imposter thing. With
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah. And they're like trapping people, and it's like gonna be. I'm not a fan of Fortnite anymore. Like, I played it when it first came out, and then everybody not first came out, when the Battle Royale mode first came out, because Fortnite was out it came out like 2008, I think, but it didn't get Battle Royale mode for a couple years, and by then the Save the World mode was starting to get more popular. With that being said, I was playing the Battle Royale mode since season like 2. I stopped around season 7 because it was just getting too fucking sweaty for a casual game. I should not be sweating my ass cheeks off trying to survive in casual mode. Casual mode. Put a ranked system in there. Let the sweat it out. Let me just have fun, please. I have nothing to prove here. I was tired of people coming to me. Yo, how many wins you got? Like 4. I got 605. Bitch, the hell do you do all day? Fortnite? Like, it was too much. Call me what you want. I was not doing it. So
I've heard that that's a problem. There's like either you're with like novices like me who know nothing and are just like, oh, I can't jump over this rock, or you're with people who I play this game in my sleep type
that's
shit.
That's a big
there's
issue
no in the middle.
Community.
Yeah, there's no in the middle. For like people like, yeah, it's Saturday and I feel like picking up my controller.
So the big issue in the gaming community is that gaming has become so big and so profitable that a lot of people are trying to be, air quote, the best there ever was. Like, I'm trying to stream this. I'm trying to do this. So to do that, you have to show up your skill. To show up your skill, you have to usually go into casual mode because, like,
dun, 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 dun. I was giving you background music.
I'm good. Thanks, though. I appreciate it.
It was the Pokemon song.
He won the league. That's.
I know. Finally won.
Huh? But
finally let him have it.
What's that? But the thing is, it's so sweaty because it's like, okay, I want to make money off of this. I want to be great, but in reality, like, if you watch any streamer who plays like Apex, they play ranked and they get their rank, right? They'll get to a high rank. Let's say they get to Masters, right? Because that's one below Pred. After they get to Masters, all they do is play pubs, and these people are Master rated. So they should be playing with master rated people, but in reality, they'll come against some bronze and you'll get clapped. Like, I was playing ranked once, and the ranking system, like 2 seasons ago, and the ranking system was bad. I was in plat. I went against the number 1, the number 2, and the number 66 seat in ranked. I said, fuck this, and jumped off a cliff. I'd rather take the point L than someone coming in and viciously clapping my cheeks. Nope, I'm good. I'm not giving you the satisfaction. And I'm not becoming a part of a YouTube video as that kid that was trying to run, screaming. Nope, not I. So, with that said, yeah, gaming's matchmaking systems, they need to be updated and improved.
Agreed.
Any other news points from anyone?
Nope, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I know about right now.
All right, literally like a pair of titties. Let's do it. Next thing. Oh shit, VidCon got canceled. That's my last one.
What's that?
It's a convention for people who record and make videos and vlogs and stuff. So VidCon 2021 is canceled due to rising COVID cases in Cali. But I didn't plan on going. I care about DreamCon, which I couldn't get tickets to, so I'm upset. Yay!
So all of the tickets are gone?
All of them. They were gone in the first hour.
I knew that the VIP Plus was gone, but I didn't know
All of them.
All of them.
I checked.
All levels.
Yeah, we were at a dinner. The dinner started at 7, so I didn't check it until a little bit after that. It started at 7:30. I checked at 9. Tickets were sold out for everything. And I really wanted VIP Plus tickets because VIP Plus tickets get you backstage passes to the big panels. You get all the other stuff. You get to go into the dealer's room an hour early. And then, what's the last thing? Oh, and there's a lunch with all the guests that you get to attend. So all the like super big potters, streamers, and gamers, you get to meet them at a lunch. So big sad boy. Only option now is to get our pod to the next level and get a guest pass.
Sorry. Killian has the zoomies.
I'm gonna need you to zoomies this podcast to the next level so we can get some guest passes.
Well, that means you get me audio on time so I can release it on time.
Say less. I got 2
Let's
more
hold
coming
each
your
other.
way.
Let's hold each other accountable. We'll be accountability buddies.
So we're gonna move to the end of the podcast.
You don't want to be my accountability buddy?
That's where we have our topic. Jesus, we're an hour and a half in. Let's go. Our topic today is our favorite snacks.
Which Greg got in trouble for.
Hmm?
Where's your fiance? She wanted to be on for that part, right?
Probably getting dressed or something. I don't freaking know. It's earlier than we usually pod. This is hard. My body hurts. Damn it.
This is going on my LOG list for next week.
Your log?
Yeah.
Oh, your list of grievances.
Yeah.
Yeah, people have a lot against you. Moving forward.
Like, what is LOG? What is that supposed to mean?
Yeah, it means list of grievances. One of my friends hit me up last week and was like, "Hey, I got a list of grievances against Diva," and I was like, "Ah ha ha."
Yeah, I'm the problem.
You are the problem.
Do y'all get a lot of feedback on your show? Because I feel like I don't get any. So I just kind of just do whatever I want to do, and I don't really hear any feedback from anybody. So I don't know if I'm doing well or what. I have no idea.
Most of ours is like personal, so some like friends that we know. I think we have like one review on Apple, and it's not the best. I mean, it's a cool review, but it ain't the best review.
It said we're too sexual.
It did say we were too sexual, which I responded to. Following episode. Politely.
Stop responding. What did I say? There was a thing. Oh, right, snacks. So, Kayla, you can go first. What's your favorite snack?
Okay, go away.
Snacking is difficult since I became vegan like 3 years ago.
We got another one.
Another vegan.
I can really I think the only thing is like chips, really. Like I'm really big into tortilla chips. As long as as long as it doesn't have any dairy product in it, I'll eat it. And I don't really consume a lot of big meals as I probably should. So everything is a snack because I'm going to eat again. I'm going to eat again in like an hour. So
everything is a snack.
Everything is a snack to me.
Big one with chips is chips and dip, specifically a dip you can't have. Sorry. It's I don't know how I got on this trip, stuck on this snack. It happened during quarantine. It's French onion dip and like wavy chips. And it has to be wavy chips. It can't be like flat ones. I don't know. It's like my favorite snack. I could eat the whole jar if you let me. It's very bad. I have to like be like, okay, a few chips and then go sit down. And then now, because that's like one of my favorite snacks, it's Killian's favorite snack too. So like when I get the chips and dip, he's just like, oh, party. Like we about to be snacking. It's bad over here.
Are wavy chips different from ridges? Are those different?
Yeah, the ones with like, it has to have like some type of ridge. It can't be like just plain, like your regular chip. It has to have like the ridges in there.
But are those two separate or are those the same?
Well, there's like there's Ruffles. Like Ruffles has a brand and all of their chips are wavy. So I typically just buy those ones.
Oh, okay. I mean, the only thing I can use as dip is probably hummus. And Trader Joe's actually sells like a vegan tzatziki sauce, that Greek white sauce. So I'll do. So, like I said, as long as it doesn't have any dairy in it, I'll eat it. Or obviously meat, but I'll eat it. So I'm not really picky as far as what I eat.
Greg, what's your snack? And don't say Jordan. That's not an appropriate answer.
That's my favorite snack. My favorite snacks is like those little deep dish pizzas. I be fucking them up, bro. Like
that's not a snack. Those are a meal.
That's not a meal. That's a snacky snack. I be that because I eat them like a snacky meal. Like it's not a meal, but it's not a snack either. But those, oh my damn, niggas is hungry, don't know what to do. Throw one of them in the microwave for 2 minutes. It's on. Let it sit for 1 minute. Ooh, yeah. Perfect for eats. Takes me like 2 seconds to inhale that. That's Greg's favorite snack. Well, one of Greg's favorite snacks. Kayla, what's your next one?
She said she don't snack. Everything's a snack.
Hey, it could be
everything
lettuce,
is a snack. Like, I live right next to this giant grocery store here at the plaza, and they now sell these like vegan chicken tenders, and it's like family style and family style or family size. I just eat the whole thing, like at once. So like, I think it's like 9 of them in a pack, and I just eat the whole thing. I think it's called Garden. I think it's or Guardian or whatever it's called. It's the vegan brand. That macaroni and cheese. I just eat the whole thing. Like I said, everything. I'm going to eat again in like 2 hours because my metabolism is so high. So if it's available and you offer it to me, Ben & Jerry's non-dairy ice cream, I'll eat that.
Ice cream. That's a big one. It's Haagen-Dazs. It's going to be either butter pecan or strawberry, and I can have the whole pint to myself. Like, I'm not sharing.
Yeah, that Ben & Jerry's, they have it's called Netflix and Chill. So it has peanut butter, pretzels, and like chocolate in it, bits in it. And I was the one eating it first, but then like my mother saw it and my brother saw it. They was like, can I have some? And then it's gone. So that's what we eat in here, is that type of ice cream. As far as snacks, I guess is that a snack? I guess that'd be considered a snack. It is to me. So,
Diva.
I just said ice cream. I can't piggyback. Okay, since I can't piggyback with my Haagen-Dazs ice cream one.
I can't say Jordan. You can't piggyback, dog. Sorry.
Darn. Can I say Christine, or is that no? No? Okay. She's not a snack. She's a whole meal. But I'm on it today.
Knee slapper.
It was. It's gonna be Hershey's. It's like a Hershey bar with almonds, but frozen. So like, I like my chocolate frozen, so that when you break it, it like snaps. It is the best. Yeah. Because I'm not out here eating whole pizzas for snacks, Greg.
Shut your fucking ass up. I'm gonna talk about my other snack. It's actually a snack, so screw you. Trolleys.
Okay.
Like sour egg bites. I got some last night.
The one from the commercial?
I don't know. I didn't know they had commercials.
Welcome to our land. Sorry about your hand. It's fun in here. It's something here. Trolley, trolley, trolleys.
I think that's some Florida shit, and I've never heard that in Maryland ever.
yeah, me neither.
You guys. I'm not the only one who's seen this. I'm gonna put a link to the commercial in the chat
that's
because
funny.
it exists.
Okay. So, like I said, that being said, yeah, the little sour egg bites, they're hard on the outside, gushy on the inside, got 2 flavors. Them shits be slapping. Ate a whole bag of them last night. I have a problem.
That is a problem.
And then Doritos, or the sour cream and cheddar ruffles. Those are my shit.
Oh, those are good.
What the fuck is this?
Yeah, I've never seen this commercial ever.
This was like the beginning of a trip before it goes bad.
You've never seen this commercial?
No, I've never seen it.
That's so funny.
Ever in my life.
That's funny. I think that's hot fries. Oh my gosh, it's like my favorite ghetto snack. And not like flaming hot Cheetos. I said what I said. I said hot fries, and not the yellow bag, the blue bag with the guy sitting on the couch.
Yeah, yes. I used to eat those too. I used to get those in Arizona from the
something like an Arizona or a pineapple Fanta. Yes.
Ooh, that sounds good. Let me see. When Greg told me we were doing snacks, I was like, is it food or the other snacks?
What's the other snack?
People.
I would have said that. I'm pretty sure we mutually agree, Chloe Bailey.
Chloe Bailey is a snack.
Yeah.
No, she's not a snack.
Fucking
she's more
5-course meal with dessert and wine.
Yes. And after dinner coffee.
After dinner sex.
Greg.
Huh? I've said worse. Shut up.
Let me see what else. I think Trader Joe's sells these almond butter. No, it's sunflower butter Reese's cups. Since I can't eat the other Reese's ones, I eat those.
That sounds crazy, weird, but kind of good. I want to try it.
I want it. Trader Joe's. I gotta go to Trader Joe's. You say?
Yeah, Trader Joe's.
Jordan firmly believes that Trader Joe's is a cocaine front because she doesn't know anybody that really goes to Trader Joe's. That they just exist. And then I said,
know a lot of people who go.
And then I retorted with, so what is Arby's, the kingpin? Because I don't know anybody that eats Arby's.
I don't know anybody that eats Arby's at all.
I don't know any. Well, I know people who get their curly fries, so maybe.
I know no one who goes to Arby's on a regular basis. I know niggas that go to McDonald's all the time.
Yeah, I agree. I do not know anyone who just goes to Arby's.
Arby's is either a sex shop or a cocaine front. I'm not sure which. But it's something. I think it's the sex shop though, because they always advertise that they have the meats.
They got the meats.
And the only people I know that really eat Arby's is like middle-aged white women. So they go into the meat shop. Hey, honey, Arby's, you want anything? Took you 2 hours to get some Arby's, baby? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
They had a lot of meats for me to go through.
Line was long. Long lines.
All right. No one else has anything else. I think that's the end of the episode, everybody.
Great pod.
Yeah, this was fun. It was nice to talk to other people for once.
Well, yeah.
Feel free to make another return in the near future for either a Chop It Up episode or for another episode. Because the episode of Chop It Up will start this week. Diva.
What?
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah.
Sorry.
All right, other than that, this has been the Bmore Nerdy Podcast. I'm your host, Galaxy Greg. You be sure to follow me on my socials at Galaxy Greg, spelled GALAXYGR3G. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. I stream on Mondays and Wednesdays, 8 to 10. And weekends as I feel like it. So I might stream today. I probably will stream today because all I'm doing is washing clothes and watching Dean. So I'm probably going to stream today. Most Sundays I stream. Be sure to follow the podcast at Bmore Nerdy on Instagram and Twitter. That's spelled BMORENERDY. There we go. And be sure to use our promo code for your Raise Energy to get your energy drinks, pre-workout, sleeping supplements, or nice fits. Our promo code is BMoreNerdy in all caps. BMoreNerdy. Diva.
I'm your girl Diva XOXO. This has been another episode of the Bmore Nerdy podcast because I'm the boss. I'm not. He's the boss. You can follow me on Instagram at always_the_diva. And then I want to give a shout out to our exclusive music producer, Niles. And you can follow him on all DSPs at Nillatron. Make sure you get your beats. He's a great person to collab and work with if you're looking for music.
This is your time to shine. Share your platform, whoever you want to shout out, wherever you want us to follow you, just let it all out.
Well, yeah, again, I want to thank you two for having me on. Again, my name is KS Garner. I am the host of the Solo Nerdbird podcast. I'm pretty much on every social media platform, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, WordPress even. And you can find me at, it's either Solo Nerdbird Pod or just Solo Nerdbird. Just type it in. I promise you it'll pop up. I'm also, actually, I want to plug in, I'm also an urban fantasy writer. I have 2 self-published books out already, Unholy and Unbroken. It's actually under my host name, KS Garner. So it's K.S. and then Garner. Mainly on Amazon, but you can pretty much get it wherever you get your digital copies of books. But I will be selling physical copies in the near future as well. Yeah, and again, I have episode up at least one episode a week. Sundays, Mondays, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, whatever it may be, and whatever it is, I'm not sure. Right now, I'm not sure. Yeah, it's under Apple, Google, pretty much wherever you listen to your podcast. My stuff will be up. So, and yeah, again, follow me on Twitch for streaming as well. Solo_nerd_bird. And that's pretty much all I have. Thanks again for having me, guys.
No problem. It's been a pleasure. All right, with that being said, that concludes episode 49 of the Be More Nerdy podcast. Sorry, had to get that yawn out. Remember to go out, be a good person, and do good things. And always be more nerds. Peace.
We out here.
See ya.
Ugh.